Alright, Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. This is your brother Hawar, making a video to feed the sheep and edify the lambs. Shalom to the Akim, Akwathium that are going to be watching this video. Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, Rakathum. Call Halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. This is a video by the powerful Sakari, New Jersey, New York. Right, and there was one point he made in there that I wanted to address. Right, that this woman said about having to respect other people's religions, really having to respect other people's idols. Her country where she comes from, they don't respect no one else's religions in their home country, in their homeland. Right, you can't come up in their country talking about no Buddhism, no Christianity, okay, no new doctrine coming up in their country. So the only reason why she's saying that, well, actually, let me play it. Right.
You think this is Jesus Christ? You think that's Christ?
No.
Look at me. Look. Watch this. You know what it is? That ain't no damn Christ of mine. That's not Christ.
Okay, have respect.
Respect for what? Respect for what?
For another religion, you're supposed to have another respect for another shit about.
Right. What the brother did. That Jesus Christ is an idol, man. See all the brothers yelling, screaming, "That's right." Yeah, the Most High said to destroy these people, destroy these idols, man. Right, burn them. You're not supposed to have no respect for no one else's idols that they be worshiping. And that goes for us. These guys, these heathen, they can worship whatever. Most I don't care what the heathen are worshiping. Right? They can worship whatever. So let me get that, show that one real quick. Deuteronomy 4:19, and the Most High is not playing. The Most High is not playing with these heathens' idols, man. Salakia. Deuteronomy 4:19. Now it says, at actually I'm gonna start at verse 16. I guess I can start at 14. And the Most High commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that you might do them in the land whither you go over to possess it. Right, speaking to the Israelites, talking about taking over the land of the Canaanites. Right, that the Most High promised to Abraham to Isaac and to Jacob, that you'd make an everlasting covenant with the seed, that they're gonna inherit the land for a possession. Okay, I gotta bring that out because people are trying to say that actual heathen Gentiles can wiggle their way into the covenant, when it clearly says the new covenant is for Israel and Judah. Now it says, "Lest ye corrupt yourselves, right, and make you a graven image." Right, the topic is a graven image, an idol, right? Or modern day people could say different religion or worshiping another god. Right, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them. Right? You go into the look at Greek mythology, Roman mythology, which they got from the Egyptians anyway. Right? But a lot of these idols that people worship, a lot of people got things like fish. You know, the Egyptians had that sun god was a Ra. And he looked like a damn cat. I don't know, a dog or a cat. Right, but this is what they made all the heathen made all their idols out of. Right? And the Most High says, that's dope. And you shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Most High that power hath divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. So the Most High said He's given these things for the other nations to worship. right? But it says, but Yahweh hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day. Right? More proof showing the Most High is only dealing with the Israelites. Until now, he's not mad that white people and Arab people and Asian people are worshiping different idols. He's not mad at them for doing that. He doesn't care. Right? People talk about the law is too hard to keep. Y'all didn't even keep the law before. Try to keep it. What you talking about? It's too hard to not serve a different idol, right? Let me get this Exodus 20, right? Exodus 23. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. The Most High gets jealous to see us giving our time and attention and our worship to something that's not even real. He gets jealous. That's why the heathen get to the Israel went off, right? Northern Kingdom went off, started worshiping idols, a golden calf. And here it is, the Assyrians are worshiping whatever god they're worshiping. The Most High goes and sends the Assyrians against Israel because they're worshiping idols the same way the Assyrians are worshiping idols. How do you people not understand that the Most High is punishing his people because they're the ones worshiping idols, but he's not punishing the heathen that worship idols? But how's the law given to everybody if the Most High is not mad with when another nation worships an idol? He didn't tell the other nations they can't worship idols. He said that to the children of Israel. He said, I am the Lord thy God. Thy means your. Right? So this is how the Most High says to treat these people's idols, man. It says, Deuteronomy 12:1, these are the statutes and judgments which ye shall observe to do in the land which the Most High the power of your fathers giveth thee to possess it all the days that ye live upon the earth. Ye shall utterly destroy all the places where the nations which ye shall possess serve their gods, upon the high mountains and upon the hills and under every green tree, and ye shall overthrow their altars and break their pillars and burn their groves with fire. Ye shall hew down their graven images of their gods, and destroy the names of them out of that place. So for her to say you have to have respect, that's not in the scriptures. That is not in the scriptures. And I'm sure her book doesn't say that either, to have respect. And if it does, well then, that's good for you. But nobody's running up in your country talking about y'all are going off for worshiping Allah, and they ain't getting stoned to death. Right? So they ain't showing no tolerance out there. So I don't know how you coming over here now to Babylon in America and you're telling people they gotta have respect. Who taught you that? Who learned you that? Who learned you that? That's that wine, right? That Babylon has put, that the so-called white man has put on people's minds. Here it is, they call themselves a Christian nation, right? But the white man said, all you nations can come over here and you can worship any god you want. But y'all supposed to be Christians. The Most High said, y'all talk about the Ten Commandments. The Most High says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness. Thou shalt not bow. How's it that you have Muslims in your country and you got Buddhists and all these different, so you got Sikhs and all these different denominations of different religions in your country? But you're a Christian nation and you guys are the people of God. Right? And you have the understanding of the scriptures. We don't know what we're talking about. This is what the Most High says unto the wicked. Right? Esau the so-called white man does not follow the scripture. He don't care about the scriptures. See, it says, but Psalm 50 and 16, but unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing that thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee? Right? They casted the law of graven images behind them, and let everybody come up in here and worship whatever idol they want. What the brother did to that Jesus Christ was good, because Most I said to cast that stuff down. Right? Where is she getting that you have to respect people's? This is that philosophy that Esau is talking about by gathering himself unto all people. Right? This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yet also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Speaking of Esau, neither keepeth at home. Esau hasn't stayed in Mount Seir. He's in Europe, he's in Americas, and he's in South Africa. Right, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Now everybody's up in America. Yeah, see, the people who were chilling in America first was the Northern Kingdom, Latino Native Indians. Right, they're minding their own business. So-called white man comes in, takes over their land and territory. Right, still no Arabs, still no Chinese. None of these people are here yet. Right, then the next people he comes and scoops up is the Southern Kingdom, Judah, the kingdom of Judah. So now it's Esau and Israel only on this side of the earth. What are you people doing over here? How did y'all get over here? Why are y'all coming to a place? Why that why would you leave your own country to come over here? Right, because your parents want a better life. They wouldn't leave their country if they wanted to follow that American dream. They believed in that American dream. They wanted to make money. And you don't need to leave your country. You wouldn't leave. Right? So this is how he gathered unto him all people. Everybody wants to come over here. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not on the outside looking. I'm on the outside. I'm on the inside. In this situation, we're on the inside looking out. Man, we were forced to be in this position. We didn't ask for it. But here y'all nobody forced y'all to put y'all in slavery on boats and stole your country and and force you to bow down to their gods. But y'all coming over here. Why? Because you want to partake, your parents wanted to partake in the wine, the American dream. Right? And they wanted to live under the rulership of the so-called white man. They preferred his rulership over your own country's rulership. That's why you're over here. Talking about you gotta respect all people's religion. Where'd you get that from? The so-called white man. Who came and forced us to worship his God, but everyone else, the heathen, they don't have to worship his God. Y'all can worship whatever you want. Why would we gotta worship Jesus Christ? But we're not the Israelites though. Look at this. This is Daniel 8:25. This is going into the last kingdom, right? It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. What does it mean, his craft to prosper through his policy? Esau enacts laws, right? It says Biden signed in certain executive orders from like the first week he got in office. Whether they're a Democrat or a Republican, they sign in executive orders that go against the amendment and infringe on people's rights. So when a cop is arresting you or going against what you think is your right, no, they actually change the law for the cop to actually be like, yeah, and you really don't have no right to tell the cop they're infringing upon your rights, because you so-called, I don't believe in actually voting and whatnot, but you said you voted for this person and they're in office now and they're signing in things that infringe upon your rights, and these people don't even know, or they don't even care. Right? And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. By peace he shall destroy many, man. That smooth words. You gotta. She learned that from so-called white man. You gotta respect people's religions. That's why he allowed you to come up in here and worship your gods. That's why there's so much confusion and there's no coming together in this place. It's nothing but confusion and madness. No, it's gonna be impossible for America to be in one accord. The so-called white man's fighting against each other. Now you got damn Christians in this place. You got Muslims. You got Buddhists. You got them Kemet people up in here. It's madness. It's like, yo, you walk down the street in a busy area like New York, Times Square. You got all different types of doctrine to choose from. Maybe I might listen to the Israelites today. Nah, I wasn't feeling that. Maybe I might listen to the Muslims today. That's madness, bro. Slovakia. I just seen a message on my phone. Looked serious for a second. Okay, sorry. But that is confusion. Where's the word Babylon mean? It comes from Babel. Babal. Confusing by mixing. Confusion by mixing. That's what the word means, Babylon. This place in Saudi Arabia, everybody's on one accord. They all worship their one God. Obviously, you got a minority of people who want to be gay and who want to worship different gods and whatnot in there. But for the most part, everybody's on one accord. You know. That's how it is when you're ruled and governed by your own people under one rulership and one law. That's how it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. All Israel's going to be governed under Yahushua, but we're going to force everybody in the world to be under one law. Nobody's going to be worshiping their gods no more in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to force people to worship the Most High. So there's going to be no more confusion on earth. There's going to be no, my God is real, or no, your God's not real, my God is real. Everyone's going to know who the Most High is. These heathen, they don't know the Most High. You got people coming in to Christianity thinking the Most High loves them now. Y'all don't know the Most High. Y'all don't know the Most High. You don't know what the Most High did to his people. Look at this. Look at this. This is Numbers 25 and verse 1. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods, and the people did eat and bow down to their gods. So the Israelites were bowing down to the gods of the Moabites. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Israel. So how come the Most High wasn't angry against the Midianites? Somebody please tell me why the Most High wasn't angry with the Midianites, or the Moabites. How come they get to worship another god, but now all of a sudden, Jesus, so-called Jesus Christ comes on the scene. Now everybody has to worship the Most High. Only Israel still gets punished. And they call the people, verse 3, verse 4. And Yahweh said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before Yahweh against the sun, that the fierce anger of Yahweh may be turned away from Israel. People who say God is all love, they really haven't read the scriptures. They haven't read it. What do you mean love? How is this love? The Most High didn't all he had to do was just kill him. The Most High said, nah, I want their heads to be hung. And that's gonna satisfy me. That's what the Most High said. The heathen don't have to deal with that. They get to go out. They get to do whatever the hell they want. Israel goes off, and the Most High is killing people left and right. That's why these guys they can come in Christianity now and oh God, yeah, God's been good to me. You don't because the Most High hasn't been dealing with you, man. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay ye every one of his men that were joined unto Baal Peor. Look at this, and keep on reading. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto him his brethren, a Midianitish woman, in the sight of Moses, in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So also now you're still going to have wicked Israelites that don't care. Here everybody's weeping, right? And crying because you got certain wicked Negroes and Latinos, so-called today, right? who were worshiping their idols in front of everybody, and Most High is angry, right? And we're crying like, okay, please, Most High, don't be angry with us. And these guys, they don't care that the Most High is angry. They're just gonna want to do what they want to do, right? And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand, and he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly, so the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague were 23 and 4,000. We piss off the Most High one time, 24,000 of us die. What do you heathen know about that? That's why they're gonna come. That's why they can say, "Oh, you're slave. Oh, 400 years of slavery. That's nothing. Like, what are you guys complaining about? Get over it." That's why they can say that. They never had to go through nothing like this. Or you piss off the Most High, he's just gonna put you in slavery under some. He's just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna let these people come and take you and kill you and do whatever they want to you. Rape your woman, everything, man. Rape your men, take your land, everything. They don't know the Most High. They really don't. I'm gonna get another one. It's crazy to me, bro, because you never really understood these things until you start reading, right? But it says Joshua 7:1. But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing, for Achan the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, Yehoiada, took of the accursed thing, and the anger of the Most High was kindled against the children of Israel. So in this account, it's saying one man took an accursed thing, an idol, or something that was probably dedicated to an idol, right? But the Most High counted it for everybody. Everybody got punished. Now what ended up happening was Israelites went up to war, about 3,000, right? Yes, it's 3,000 men. And they fled before the men of Ai. Jump into verse 4, verse 5. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men. About 36 men, for they chased from before the gate, even unto Shebarim, and smote them in the going down, wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water. And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Most High, until the eventide, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads. And then he asked the Most High, why you do us like this? What did we do? Right, in verse 9, I'll read to verse 11. For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it, and shall environ us around, and cut off our name from the earth. And what wilt thou do unto thy great name? And the Most High said to Joshua, Get thee up, wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face? Israel hath sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them, for they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff. Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they are cursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye destroy the accursed from among you. Right. So this shows you that when we sin, the Most High is not with us, right? And that's why Esau wants to keep us in a perpetual state of sin, that the Most High is not with us and he could keep ruling over us. All these heathen want it. So Salak, yeah, I didn't mean to make this too long. I'll probably just close it right here. But yeah, it was just the Spirit jump on me to do it. So with that, I want to say Kal Hala Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Hope y'all ratified. Shalom.